What is up, y'all? We are back with another episode of Pushing Buttons. This is episode 4-3.
Yeah, you got it right.
I didn't even look. I'm a G. I'm a beast. I am one half of the bromance B, and I am joined by my awesome, fantastic, super... What's that word? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
There you
I
go.
have no clue.
Co-hosts.
Us black people don't use that word.
Whatever. I've seen it used. I've seen you use it, Keith.
Sure? No.
I've seen you use it, Keith. I am joined by my co-hosts today, or hosts, whichever one. Co-host,
What is,
hosts.
yeah, how do you know if you're a co-host or a host?
I don't know, because you guys can be the host, and then I could be the co-host. Or we can all just be hosts. What's plural hosts? Hosts? Or hostesses?
Hostesses.
Hostesses?
I think so. Hostesses.
I am joined by my hostesses.
Oh, God.
They're gonna hate that. To my left, I have the very popular, melanin glowing, microphone toting, skin glowing, the second most beautiful man on planet Earth, right after my pappy, Keith.
What's going on? How you doing?
And then at the end of this couch, this awesome brown couch,
Like a
We have-
basement couch.
Oh, my God.
we have the very popular, very Instagrammable, Miss IG her damn self, Claudia.
What's going on?
I can still laugh at the fact that Claudia was trying to explain to me what Instagrammable was. I was like, yes, I know, Claudia. I'm very aware what Instagrammable means. And yeah, that's the fucking Pushing Buttons podcast. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see y'all next week.
God.
Bye.
Imagine if we only did the introductions. That would be weird. Yeah. Before we go around the room and see how everybody is doing, I do want to say that we are on all streaming platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and we are on Anchor for your days. And we're on YouTube, so go subscribe. Keith would greatly appreciate it, even though he won't tell you. So
You're sticking with us, huh?
yeah, it sounds nice. So we're gonna go around the room and see how everybody's doing, and we will start with Keith.
Why do you say my name like that? Oh, my God.
R&B singer style.
How you be?
Hey, I'm named after Keith Sweat, I think.
There you go, Keith Sweat, baby.
I'm all right. I'm fine.
You're fine.
Yeah, another
Nothing new.
week.
Did you get your second shot yet?
Next week.
Oh shit.
Tuesday. Next week.
You got Pfizer, right? Mm-hmm. I heard asking people if they got their vaccines is invasive now.
Really? How?
You know these social people, these socialists or whatever you want to call them. They're just out here fucking pushing the envelope or whatever.
Stupid.
Now it's like, well, bro, you're offending me because you said,
Right.
what vaccine did you take?
What does that have to do with anything?
I know. That doesn't have to do with anything. I was telling Claudia it was busy at the beach this week.
Was it? Did you go
lakefront?
swimming? How do you know you were there?
He was. No mask, nothing. I'm kidding.
Yeah, Keith, it doesn't kick in until like fucking 6 weeks after you take the
Hey
second
man,
shot.
if you would have went down to the lakefront, you would have thought it was on and popping. Nothing was happening. You would have thought COVID didn't
Oh,
exist.
you didn't get the memo? We're done with the pandemic.
Oh, we are?
Chicago
no more
is.
masks.
And Texas.
They just said, screw it.
Yeah, fuck it. Somebody told me they went to Texas and I completely stayed away from them.
It was crazy. Like, no one was wearing masks down at the, like, on the lakefront and then just walking past people.
That's cool. Well, it's because the CDC said that we can all walk around without masks now.
But did you see that, like, a lot of people didn't go back to get their second shot?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
See?
That's insane, bro.
I got the first shot. I'm good.
People are on some shit.
You're a sick person if you do that, bro. Anyway, all right, Keith, I'm glad you're doing well, man. Claudia, how you be?
I'm good. I got both of my COVID shots.
Yeah.
But no, I'm good. It's been a busy week at work, but
All right.
overall good.
All right. Claudia's gonna be like our new shoe enthusiast here. She's every week's got swag going with her shoes.
I know.
She's outdoing you now, man. You got your work shoes on.
I
And
know.
shit.
I gotta work now after the pot now. No, I can't.
Yeah, it's
That's
okay though.
okay, Keith.
That's the real world. Ha 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 ha. But no, not funny.
You don't get it?
Real world.
All right. Well, I'm glad everybody's doing good.
you
I am okay. Stuff is starting to change again at work, so it seems like we're opening back up at full capacity. So things are going back to
Open up at full capacity
normal.
for a month now.
Yeah, essentially. It never felt like we were at not full capacity at work.
Really?
Yeah, like it felt like we were just running, whether it was pandemic or not.
Yeah.
Like it always seemed to be people. There's just less chairs. Same amount of people, less chairs. But yeah, I'm good. Can't complain. I finally have a weekend off. Not doing any events. Poking people. I'm good.
Must be happy.
I'm fantastically happy, and you guys don't have to hear me complain. Complain
say
about
it
it.
to
You
them.
know.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't say it. I didn't say it 6 or 7 times. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. But yeah, I'm good. Everybody's good. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to our first topic of the week. It's brought to us by our very popular host, Claudia. So Claudia is gonna spice up the podcast this week with her thought. So Claudia, what's your topic, man?
So
Or
my
woman.
topic.
Oh, you so
Get in trouble.
I'm gonna steal it from what Keith was talking about, and I want to ask you, man, is it cool to have female friends when you're in a relationship?
Okay, don't answer yet.
I won't. I'll let you go first.
We're hypothetically speaking. Do not take what we're saying seriously, please. Listeners out there, specifically my girlfriend. Keith, go ahead. You can answer now.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go.
Are you allowed to have female friends, Keith?
Yeah, you're allowed to have female friends. Just to,
Wait. Not female. Hold on. I got to bleep that out then.
What do you?
We're not allowed to say female no more, right?
What are we allowed to say?
I
Oh my
said
god!
female- what?
She said
It's supposed to be.
female
It's supposed to
friend.
be women.
Oh my god! Is
Woman.
is female offensive?
Yeah.
How?
Okay, are you guys allowed to have women friends
Yeah,
while
there we
in a
go.
relationship?
Yeah.
So, do you guys think you can have women friends just
That
without thinking about a significant other?
Yes,
Yes.
I think it's very possible to have
it's
women
very possible.
friends
Yes.
and not be sexually attracted to them
I agree.
and keep it in your pants.
Most people don't know. I don't think. Right?
There are people who genuinely don't think that a man and a woman could be friends without one of them being attracted to each other
Right.
one way or another.
Sometimes that happens. I think that happens, but it doesn't mean that it's not possible to have
I think,
men and women coexist as friends.
and it could also be just platonic. I mean, you can find people attractive,
Yeah.
but still not be interested in them.
That's totally right. Yeah.
I think that's a normal thing to feel. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're human, but you don't necessarily have to cross that line.
Yeah. That's the difference. Is crossing the line.
Exactly.
Is when you cross the line. That's when it goes left. Right.
So then it is possible, right?
Yeah. It's
I think it's possible. Do you think it's possible, Claudia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have plenty of guy friends.
You think it's different? Like when you're in a relationship with a woman yourself, that it's woman to woman, and so the understanding might be easier to be friends with guys than it is in a relationship where it's a man and a woman?
Since I identify as a bisexual woman, I can see there being kind of like, you know? However, for instance, like my partner, she has disclosed. At first I was like, damn, okay, she's friends with quite a few guys, you know, like, okay. And so she's like, did you ever
A little
have,
nervous.
right? I was like, she asked me, she genuinely asked me, like, did you ever have, and I'm like, no, I've never crossed the line with any of my guy friends. Like, I kept you as a friend. That's it. Like, no line was crossed. Like, I'm not interested. They're just really cool people. And so after that, she was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, like they seem like really cool. They seem genuine. And then that's about it. But I think that there could be a sense of doubt somewhere back there at some point, depending what your sexual orientation is. Because and I mean, for me, Jade isn't like the type of person to be like, oh, you can be friends with this person. Or if I mention her like someone or a guy's name, she's not going to be out here like, who the fuck is that? You know, she's great at that. She's not jealous at all. But I do know that labels, especially in same-sex relationships, like if, I don't know what it's like for men, but if a woman identifies as bisexual or pansexual or whatever, meaning they like multiple individuals, and the other person is just lesbian and only are attracted to women, that could cause a little bit of jealousy if the person is jealous.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So how about this? Do you think, because I've seen this too, right? Where if you have a gay friend who's attracted to men, right, and he hangs out with you and you guys are cool, do you think your girl would have an issue if he was like nice to you and very like, you know, talking to you, and it almost seems like he's flirting with you, you know, blah 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 blah? Do you think your girl would be like, you know, would she find an issue with you having a friend like that?
I don't know. I don't know. To be honest,
Do you have any gay friends besides Claudia?
Not that I know of.
He's like, not that I know of. That's
I'm
fair.
just-
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Not that I know of. If they don't tell me, then how would I know?
right. So you think she wouldn't have an issue with it though?
I don't think so, but I don't know, to be honest.
What if a girl was talking to her, was a lesbian, a woman who identifies as lesbian, and is talking to your girl, and you kind of feel like, would you feel like she's flirting with your girlfriend?
I wouldn't,
No,
because she has gay friends. So
no. It doesn't?
no, not at
No.
all.
You don't think about that either?
I don't think about it. Do you think about it? See,
Like, I don't feel like, I don't know. But I'm also fucking clueless about life in general. Like, I don't know shit. I don't know when people are flirting with me. I don't know when people are insinuating shit. I don't know when people's making like weird remarks, and I'm supposed to feel. I don't feel uncomfortable. I think that's what's wrong with me. I don't feel uncomfortable about a lot of things. Like if a guy were to spank my ass, I'd be like, ah. You know, that's
guys-
funny. You know what I'm saying?
But guys spank their asses all the time. Like in
I get,
sports.
but you can't do that to everybody. Though.
no.
And I'm talking about not in sports.
Yeah.
Just like in passing by, you know?
Yeah, that's not.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say nothing about that, you know? Like, it wouldn't. And then somebody else, if you do that to somebody else, and they would be like, oh shit, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I guess some people are a little bit more comfortable than others.
Would your girl be upset if?
She's told me that some guys are attracted to me. She finds it hilarious sometimes.
Oh, she finds it funny.
But she
Sometimes.
doesn't have like an issue with it where she'd be.
Worried about you.
She does though, for some reason, with lesbian women.
Really?
Really?
You think you can change them?
She feels that they might like be attracted to a guy. For some reason, with women, she thinks that. With
Men,
with
no.
the men, no.
She thinks it's hilarious
That
with
is
men.
so funny because lesbians are like no.
The opposite.
They're like,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, lesbian
They
women are
want
like,
nothing to do with the penis.
especially if they're like a gold star lesbian, you know, like
What's a gold star?
they never slept with no man, never touched sexually with no man, nothing. They're just strictly women. Apparently, those are hard to find in that community. Like, strictly just women
who
no
have
guy.
never been with a guy before.
Yeah. I
I
think
could see
apparently
that.
that's hard to find.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't think For me, that's funny you say that, because yes, a lot of women who identify just as lesbians, of course, they've been with men mainly because that's what society tells you that you're supposed to be with. But that's so funny. Like, lesbians do not want anything to do with the penis.
Right.
Like, nothing to do with it. And they find heterosexuals men just to be like, hey, what, like, cool. Like, I want to be your buddy. I want to be your friend. Mainly
Some
because,
of them, not all of them.
well, some of them, yeah. But
Some of them hate us.
some mainly because they can identify with you in a sense. You know what I mean? Like that. And a lot of times that happens with some more masculine women. So that's interesting.
You know what else I find interesting within that? I don't want to get too LGBTQ plus because I'm not part of the community, but I do find it interesting, right? Why you ever seen, because it is offensive to say, and so trigger warning, right? It is offensive to say, but we always see, right, where a lesbian woman or a gay man, and there's, let's say, a straight woman, and she's like, the guy's gay, but I can flip him or turn him straight.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I hate that.
Or vice versa, right? A lesbian woman talking to a straight guy, and then the straight guy's like, "How do you know you don't like it if you have blah blah blah?"
If you
right?
never
And he's
had
like,
it.
"I'll turn you," right? How come that doesn't apply when the gay person does it to a straight guy?
See, and I'm glad you said that, because I was actually thinking about that. I was like, wait, you're forgetting one. When a gay person says, I can turn you into
Gay.
my side.
Yeah.
And it's like, that is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
First of all, that's sexual harassment.
Yeah.
You should not be doing that to anybody. If I'm not interested and the person is not approaching you, being like, yo, are you willing to let me experiment with you? Don't say anything. Like, that's a pet peeve from the community.
Yeah.
Is it? It is from
I
you?
do not like that. The amount of times where I've been to Boys Town and I've shut that down, like, yo, they're not fucking with you. Like, go find someone who is attracted to you. Like, what are you doing? Like, and then, like, it was just this. It's disgusting to me.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't think too often, like, it's again seen through one perspective and not through the other, right? And then we're straight, so we're supposed to shut the fuck up. We're kind of like the white man in the, you know what I'm saying?
We are? Oh, my God.
It's kind of like that. Sorry,
Yeah.
Keith. But that's how it works, right? We're
But we just don't have a saying. We just got to...
Yeah, we just gotta shut the fuck up
And
take that, right?
Yeah.
Which is fucked up in a sense, right? Where you're like, dang. But thankfully I have friends who aren't like that, but I have seen it,
Yeah.
and it has been said to me. So that's why I'm like, dang. Like, why are you saying that? Like, I would never do that to
To
folks from the
you,
community.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
because you'll find that very offensive.
It's
for me.
offensive. Yeah. Because you would find it like super offensive. Like, I would fucking, man, I'd be getting jumped.
Right. And there are people from the community who, and don't come on here and say there isn't, who genuinely only go after straight people and then play the victim when they get heartbroken. Like, you knew this person was heterosexual, so why are you going after
It's
them?
the challenge.
Right, exactly. And so when you lose the challenge, then you're shook.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh, you're a homophobe. No. You should have known what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
We just gonna say,
That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, it's a really interesting conversation, guys. Maybe we could have Jimmy back on and he can tell us more about how he feels about that. That would be cool to hear from him too. Jimmy's straight to the thing too, straight to the point. We've got Claudia and Jimmy, and they would tell us straight up. But it's cool. We're gonna move on. We've got some shit to talk about. Well, not really heavy shit.
really. I mean,
it's light.
Yeah, let's keep it
light
light.
shit. I like this. This is good. We've stayed away from all the fucking crazy socialism shit because I'm beyond annoyed with that. So we want to talk about since we got Mother's Day and Father's Day coming up in the next couple months, we wanted to talk about appreciation for parents, and how our relationships are with our parents.
or like change throughout the years.
Yeah, or how it's changed throughout the years. But we'll start off with our relationship with our parents. So we'll start there, right? So, Claudia, how is your relationship with your parents currently?
Let's see, I can definitely say that I'm closer to my mom. I have more of a bond with my mom. And I have a fine relationship with my dad. I'm not like super close to him though. We tend to clash a lot, but it's nothing too crazy, and it's never gotten to the point of disrespect. It's just that we view things very different.
Yeah.
But definitely I'm much closer with my mom.
Okay. Keith.
I'm probably more closer to my dad because I live closer to him. It's more like whoever I'm closest to, like in proximity of living with, is the parent I'm closest to at that time. So all throughout, like my dad is here in Chicago with me, so I'm close with him, and my mom isn't here. But growing up, I lived with my mom more than my dad, so I was more closer to her. But now she's not here, so it's like whichever one I'm closest to.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That's a tough question for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to know your answer.
It's a tough question only because I'm close to both my parents.
I know you are. That's why I want to know.
Like, I'm a mama's boy with my mom.
He is a mama's boy.
I love my mama. Shout out you, mommy. I love you.
Nice pozole. I missed it. I haven't had it in a long time.
You have. And then my dad, I'm close to because I'm just close to my dad. My dad's like my homie, man.
Big B.
Yeah, Big B. He's just like my homie, my dad. So it's hard to say who I'm closest with, but that's how my relationship with both of them is great. And I think over the years it's gotten closer. The older I've gotten, the more I appreciate my parents, especially when I moved out.
Yeah.
Because I moved out pretty late, and I never felt the pressure from my parents to not be around. Like it wasn't like I was
say get out, get your own
yeah,
place.
yeah. I was terrified of even telling them that I was leaving because
because you would think they don't want you.
yeah, they wouldn't want me to, And so then when I told them, and they were like, "No, it's fine, go ahead," And then I did it, and then that brought us closer because now I'm not with them all the time, right? And so now I gotta
Whenever you see them.
Yeah, whenever I see them, it means that much more to me to spend time with them. And then I don't see them that often now either. So I think that's how the relationship has changed from when I was younger to now. Especially when I was younger. It was different. I think I was more of a mama's boy when I was a younger kid. And then as I got older, my dad also changed a lot personally. And so then I started to also get along with my dad closer. Yeah. So we bond over sports and just a lot of shit, life in general. My dad was the one always sitting down having the talks when we were teenagers. So, and then my dad also cooked for us a lot because my mom worked the night shift. So then my dad started to take over. So it was kind of like in between. What about you, Keith? So you said you didn't live with your mom. Wait, you lived with your mom mostly when you were younger?
Oh yeah. So growing up, it was both of them up until like first grade, second grade, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first grade, something like that. And then it was more. I didn't live with neither one of them actually. I lived with my grandma, and then I lived with my mom when I went to Indiana and Michigan, and then back. And then I came back to Chicago and I lived with my dad. And then I lived with my aunt.
Damn.
And then I lived with my dad again.
Wow, you lived all over the place.
Yeah, so living with and I know that my brothers and sisters, we necessarily didn't live with our parents our whole life growing up, but that doesn't mean we don't like appreciate what they did. Like I think they would be proud to know they got 6 kids and we are pretty close as a unit to have 6 kids and really nothing really happened to us, kind of.
You guys are all pretty well off.
Yeah, we are all pretty like well off and stuff like that. And I think they did pretty good. Like living with my mom was great. Like I mean, it was okay, it was fine. But living with my dad was fine too. Like I think they instilled the best of what they could and they made the best of the situation. Sometimes, not all the time. Obviously, no.
Yeah,
you would like to live with your parents growing up from kids all the way to adult, but it just didn't happen that way.
What about you, Claudia? How's your relationship changed with your parents from when you were younger to now?
I mean, I grew up with both my parents, so I didn't have like the going back and forth. I've always been closer to my mom It's always been a thing. I, as a younger kid, I was definitely a daddy's girl. Like, I was just super close with my dad. But I feel that as my teenage years came and puberty hit, it was something where I was like, like it's just your body as a woman. There's a lot that's changing. So it's not, there's something for me that just shifted and I completely gravitated towards my mom. And it's something that my dad for sure noticed, and I'm sure it was something that hurt him, in the sense of like, well, what happened, like what's going on? And so then as I grew out of that awkwardness of puberty, then I started to develop again, like a relationship with my dad once again. But this time it was more of a grown person. But even that, I feel like as parents, there's a lot of mistakes that are made. And it's just, it's certain things that you don't agree with sometimes with parents, and it's certain things that you cannot move past. So for me, like I mentioned, relationship with my mom, great, my best friend. My dad, respectful relationship. I appreciate him. I absolutely love him, adore him. I wouldn't do anything ever to disrespect him. But it's with a lot of boundaries in the sense of like, but no, there's just a lot of walls up on my part.
Yeah.
So,
Makes sense. I don't know, man. I think it's funny that you say that, right? Because most of the time we're under the perception that girls gravitate towards their dad and guys gravitate more towards their moms.
Yeah.
Why do we think that? Why do we think that is? Like, where did that come from?
I have no idea, but I've heard that a lot in the sense of like, and they even from time to time, I mean, Freud, I think that he mentioned something, but he, of course, sexualized it.
Yep.
Where he made it seem like, well, your first love is for a boy is your mother and for a girl is your father. And so then those are the people that you try to seek for when you're entering an adult relationship with a partner.
But, that makes sense.
But other than that, I don't know where else that could come from, but I know that that's kind of where I've heard it.
What do you think, Keith?
Yeah, I don't know why more. I guess a mom is more loving to a son. Well, I wouldn't say more loving to a son. I guess is more protective of a son, right? I guess. I don't know why. Why would a mom be more protective to a son than a daughter?
And that's weird because isn't it the stereotypical men rooting to have a boy?
Yeah, that's the weird part.
So it's the weird part. It's
right?
like,
And then when you get the girl, like, you love the girl.
Yeah.
More than the boy.
I don't know why.
That's strange.
Yeah. It is strange.
I never thought about that shit.
Because when a couple has kids, the guy always wanted, have a junior or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
if he don't get it, he gets the girls. He's happy with the girls.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
And, like, that becomes a relationship that we're talking about where girls and their dads. I don't know. For me, I was definitely a mama's boy. And then my sister threw it in my face when she left.
Really?
Yeah. She was like, you're the favorite, motherfucker. Like, they like you more than they like me and shit. And then she's like, that my mom catered more to me, which I can see. But I also didn't think I was the favorite.
You didn't think you're the favorite?
Mm-mm. I thought our parents were evenly fair with both of us. And she felt that they weren't. But it was what she doesn't understand. It's the way you maneuver and say and do things.
Yeah.
So.
And it's funny you say that because, for instance, my younger sister, she's closer to my dad. She's a daddy's girl for sure. And she has an interesting dynamic with my mom, but they're so alike that they just like clash all the time. And she's in this weird stage where she's like a preteen, so they're going to clash even more. And I always tell her, I'm like, it's not the shit you do or say. It's how you do it and how you say it. Like, you can't be coming out of your room with a stink ass attitude and then expect us to be like, hi, how are, like, no, we're gonna have the same stink ass attitude then. Like, because imagine trying to greet someone and they're just like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna want to say hi to you. I'm not gonna want to joke around with you. You know, you shut people out. And even though you're a kid, you're old enough to know better. And the thing is that nowadays kids be like, yeah, but blah 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 blah. They turn into little psychologists, and I'm like, you don't know shit, but I respect that.
Right.
You know, but I definitely agree with that. I'm like, it's not what you do or what you say or how you express yourself, is the way you go about things. Like, you can't keep treating someone a certain way. Like, even a parent is gonna be like, you know what, I'm just gonna raise you till you're 18 and then do whatever the fuck you want, because there's no human should be treated in a way where they feel like they're doing something wrong when in reality they're not doing anything wrong. So
yeah, that dynamic is different in mine, because my parents went around for all of our siblings, so each of my brothers and sisters have a different relationship with both of my parents.
Oh wow.
Again, because it's like if they're not around, then they just then like talk to them, but that don't mean that they don't
Right.
love them or anything
Right.
like that. They just don't have that relationship.
exactly.
So like I've been around my mom a lot more than my sisters. Well, one of my sisters have, but now she talks to him more than I do, and it's weird. I don't know why. It's weird.
Yeah.
But like my brother in Indiana, I live with him a little bit. My oldest brother, I live with him, but he don't live here now. And my older brother lives here. My other brother lives here. And it's different. But my twin, I was close to him. I was more with me and my twin. Never like separated. Kind of.
Okay.
We always stayed together.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that earlier. I was like, what about you and your twin? Were you separated at some point?
We didn't separate growing up. No, it was me. It was always me and him, at least.
Yeah.
And if my sister came or my brother came, then that was different. But it was always me and him together.
That makes sense. Yeah. Well, yeah, right. Apparently, I'm the favorite. That's like the story of my life with everything.
But do you think that your dynamic with your parents and how your parents also introduce you to your siblings in a way has to do with the relationship with your siblings?
Explain.
So a lot of times, for instance, like an older sibling, parents tend to give you this pedestal of like, well, this is your older sibling. They were, in a sense, kind of here first. And so you're not really showing that younger person the respect they deserve. Like, well, I might have been here second or last, but, you know, like, hello, what about me? So do you think that so what I'm trying to say, the way parents treat you individually, do you think that affects your dynamic with your siblings?
Again,
it can,
but in my specific, I don't think in my case that's the case. I think if anything, my fucking sister acted like she was the older one. You know, to this day she still acts like she's the older one.
Yeah.
You know, it's just personalities.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it's just personalities. People have different personalities, and that applies to kids too.
Yeah.
Like they just have different personalities. I just have a different personality of going about things. And I always explain that to her. Like, it's not, hey, I want to go to the movies, Dad. And then my dad would be like, okay, well, like, how are you getting there? What about? All right, you can go. And I'm like, cool. And then if I didn't go to the movies, like if I wasn't gonna go only to the movies, I would go somewhere else. So I would go to the movie and then something else. My sister would just completely avoid the fucking movie theater, and then when somebody fucking calls you and shit and be like, hey, did you go to the movie theater? You're nowhere to be fucking found. See what I'm saying? So you're changing. It's the way you do things. That's what I always told her, right? You can't expect, like, did I go to the movie theaters? Yes. Did I go somewhere else after that? Yes. Did I go around and do things? Yes. But the movie theater was my thing. That was the thing that I used to tell my parents, like, hey, I'm going to the movie theaters, and then I went to do other things.
Right.
And my sister will be like, I'm going to the movie theaters and never went to the fucking movies.
Yeah.
And then you get mad when you get caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you never went to the place you were saying you were going to go. Like, at least portray, like, you're just a bad liar at that point, you know? Like, or you're just, it's not even lying because technically I'm going to the place that I'm telling you I'm going to.
Yeah. There was just,
Yeah.
and it happens. I think, yeah, like definitely in high school, I was smart. And that's something I tell my little sister. I'm like, you got to play it smart.
Yes.
Kid. You just tell mom and dad where you're going. Like, I would tell my parents, hey, I'm going here. Can you drop me off? Because I'm not trying to take the bus. They would drop me off. I would do my thing. I'd probably go somewhere else. Go here. Go there. Hey, mom, dad, do you think you could pick me up? They pick me up at the same spot.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm like, you're going to do things whether you want to or not. Like, you're a teenager, but you got to be smart about it, but don't be doing dumb shit either.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
And then when that happened, where the last blow up, right, where she decided to leave and she said all the shit, it was a scenario that I was trying to avoid and help her. And then you fucking turn around and fucking get mad at me for what? I was trying to save you.
Yeah.
Like, you told me, hey, I'm going to a party. Parents aren't home. Cool. Go to the party. Be back at this fucking time. Because then they'll be back. I can only lie for so fucking long.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I kept the lie up as long as I could.
Yeah.
You decided not to answer your phone no more. Guess what, buddy? You're getting caught the fuck up. And I'm not going to stop it. Because, hey, I did everything else I could do, and I told your ass to be back at a certain time. So what happens when you get back? Oh, you in trouble.
Yeah.
You want to be grown? Go be grown. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But you can't sit there and blame me for it. I tried to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to help our siblings. That's funny.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It's funny. And that's what I'm saying. It goes back to personalities, right?
Yeah.
And everybody knows me the way I am. Like I said, it's a fucking gift and a curse sometimes.
But then there are the siblings. See, there are siblings that wouldn't do that. There are siblings who are straight up snitches. Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, yo, this person is going out. And I'm like, why? Like, why do you find that necessary? And that can essentially also mess up a relationship with your sibling, because you're like, you're not somebody I can count on. Like, even if I'm trying to go do something stupid and dumb, I'd rather just tell me like, yo, be safe, go ahead, I got you, low. But just be safe. If you need anything, call me. Yeah. But when you're out here being like, mom, dad, is gonna go do this.
Snitch ass motherfucker.
I would slap you across the face.
Yeah, that's weird and awkward.
No, but people be doing that. I know stories of people who do that, and I'm like, what the fuck? You don't do that.
People have the strangest relationships with their siblings. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, there's some weird ones out there. I know by personal.
Yeah, same.
With my significant other. Like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't even know what to tell you, bruh. Like, your relationship is completely different
than yours. Go ahead.
You know what's funny about we're talking about parents, right?
Yeah.
My partner always talks about how I'm closer to my parents than she is to her parents, and then it gets her mad. I could sense the jealousy and the anger. Really? Like, it's my fault that I'm close to my parents. She's like, if you fucking went missing today, like, your fucking family would blow your fucking phone up and fucking come look for you and shit in their truck, like, right away. Yeah. She's like, if I go missing, fucking motherfuckers, they go notice 5-6 days later. Really? But it's different, right?
But then isn't one of her parents you mentioned out of state too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's
her parents are separated. Parents are out of state.
Yeah.
You know, and then for me, it's like, they're here. I get that, but it's still like not my fault that they're, you know, but you can't say that because it sounds really mean. Yeah. but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's my parents are here. I got a good relationship with them. I talk to them almost all the fucking time, you know, and that apparently is a problem to be like.
Circumstances are different.
Yeah. And apparently it's a problem though, like to be like, hey, you know, like I'm calling my parents. I got to call my parents today. Like, I do that shit because I want to call my parents and see how they're doing. Yeah. That's just natural. You live here with your one parent that you have and your whole family. So I got to go look again, giving up. See what I'm saying? Remember when we mentioned compromise?
Yeah.
I have to be here and my family is here. And even though they're not that far away, I'm still not with them. So I have to call them and make sure that they're okay and everything's good.
Yeah.
Or at least go over there.
How often do you call your parents?
All the time.
All the time?
Yep.
How often do you call your parents, Keith?
Not really that often.
No. Once every 4 months?
I'll probably call my dad maybe once or twice every month, something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were gonna be like something crazy shit, like once a year.
Oh, my mom, I can go a year without seeing her and talking to her.
Damn.
But that doesn't mean I don't like her.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, it just happens.
Yeah.
I call my parents once a week at least. At least.
Yeah.
At least.
I live with my parents, and I have a whole group chat where I be telling them like what's happening in the area. Like, I'm at work and I miss you guys.
Ah. No, I don't text my parents in a group chat, but I do call them a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a talking person. If I can't see you personally, I would have to call you, but I would rather see you in person and talk.
Right.
Yeah, my parents, they're tech savvy now, but it's still not the same.
Yeah.
I feel like when they text, it's very shut off.
Yeah,
do you
they
text
are.
parents?
There's like no personality
Yeah,
to their
and they're
text
very,
messages.
sometimes it's just short. Like
Yeah, it's very
sometimes I
dry.
text my mom and she'd be like, "Okay," literally, "Okay."
Yeah.
What the fuck? And
Yeah.
then I get home and I'm like, "What kind of answer was that?"
That's my dad. That's exactly how my dad is. The same way Claudia say her about
Really?
this. Yeah. Like I'll say some fucking like long ass shit, he'd be like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Or
Like, I think I messaged my dad this week. I was like, yo, I'm gonna go see a car this weekend, blah, 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 blah. Here's the information, man. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, that's nice. And I was like, and I'm like, I didn't respond to the message, and he's like, what do you think? And then I wrote a whole thing again, and he was like, okay. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, give me more to go off of. What are you doing?
That's what you call, because you'll get more.
And then I call him, and he's fucking talking his ass off.
There are people who just prefer to talk over the phone.
Yeah.
And I can see parents who prefer to talk over the phone than just
that
like,
shit's wild
texting.
as fuck. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing, dude?
It's
Stop
funny.
texting me. I'll call you. But what?
What is what?
Oh, we had sex appeal. We don't have too much time for sex appeal, but we could talk about it.
We have too much time?
We don't have too much
Oh,
time
no.
about it.
It's like, yeah,
But we can dabble in it for a bit.
like 40 minutes.
Yeah, like a couple minutes.
Okay.
Do you guys what to you guys is like considered sexy? Like what is sexy to you guys? Because there's like good looking, there's handsome, there's pretty, there's beautiful. What's considered sexy?
It's all in the individual person, I believe. What do you
Okay,
find
Keith, so what's
attractive?
sexy to you?
Oh, what is yeah, I don't know.
Don't lie. Don't lie. They're listening. What's considered sexy to you? I always get in trouble for saying shit.
Why?
My girlfriend, like, she's seen me check people out, and I'll be like, nah, I don't check people out.
So are we talking about what's sexy physically or what's sexy?
Whatever you consider sexy.
Okay.
It could be physically, it could be fucking just as a person emotionally.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
it doesn't have to be whatever you find sexy. You guys don't know? Do you know?
I mean, I'm just waiting to see if
Keith doesn't know what
Yeah,
sexy
I'm
is
trying to find
apparently.
out.
So for me,
It's okay, man. Like you can tell it. I mean, your girlfriend's not gonna tell you like,
okay.
I don't have that shit.
I love when it comes to, I'm not even gonna lie, both men and women. I love a good pair of legs. I'm sorry, guys who have chicken legs. I don't like chicken legs. I don't like
Chicken legs.
So I like a good set of legs. There's something about that. I don't know. So I like a good
That's
set
interesting.
of. I know.
I never would have
it's
guessed
weird.
that. Fucking legs.
Legs, yes, legs and a nice butt. Like a nice butt. You know,
Nice butt.
I don't like flat. I like something nice.
Yeah, I always say for flat, I can look in the mirror. Like I don't need flat.
Wow.
I can just turn around and see myself. Like, that's flat.
And when it comes to personalities, for me, something that I find super attractive is seeing how my significant other treats the people that I care about. So there's something about that just it's very like that.
She just lit up.
Just love it.
You
see, it's not the light. She's really lighting up, guys.
Yeah, really.
So yeah.
What about you, man? What do you find? What's sexy to you, Keith?
Like more eyes. This guy. What do you want me to say?
Eyes? You like
Tattoos
eyes?
are sexy.
You like eyes?
Yeah.
He's He's a classic man.
So eyes. That's it?
Eyes,
Please don't say smile.
oh God, you're so funny.
What?
Do you care about teeth? Like, I know there's some people who will not
If you don't have nice
if you
teeth.
don't have nice teeth. Yeah.
Teeth's fine. I mean, you can't be missing teeth either.
Yeah. That's a problem.
Like, if you have them all and they're there, you know.
I go with
Cool.
you, like legs. Yeah, no, I think about it, legs.
Legs.
You like legs too?
Yeah.
You're just stealing that, but it's okay. Don't look at me like that, man.
Oh, Keith.
Don't shutter your eyes at me. Might turn me on.
Oh God. Oh, I like that too. She bats her eyes at me a lot.
Yeah,
It's funny.
you like batting eyes?
It's funny.
That's cool. All right, that's it.
What about you?
I have a lot of things I like.
I know you do.
Yeah, I like butts. I'm a big butt. I'm a butt guy. I like butts. I can do without boobies. Butt guy for sure.
So you can do plastic surgery in the back and eggs.
Yeah. Or just natural.
He said plastic and eggs in the front.
Is that funny?
I mean, I like butts. I mean, I'm a butt guy. I like strong women that are pretty much assholes, I guess you could say. Like women who give back. Like they're feisty. I like that.
I'm good.
I don't when you're very timid.
He says, "Oh no."
When you're very timid, I don't know what to do when you're very timid.
What?
Like when you're like a gentle person.
You like sassiness, feisty.
Yeah, sassy, feisty. You know, like when you present yourself that way, or you just look that way. Like my girlfriend is very much like that, and a lot of the girls I've dated were strong women. I guess you can say quote unquote strong women. Just feisty. I like feisty. You don't like that, Keith?
Not too much. No.
No, you don't like sass.
No, I'm more of a shy person.
Oh, yeah. No, I like that. I think it matches my personality well because I'm outgoing and talkative, and I'm also sometimes I'm not very good at being sensitive towards things.
Yeah, I don't want a sensitive person. Like,
Yeah, like
I don't
you know,
want somebody that's too sensitive.
yeah. I don't want.
I like
gentle
somebody that can take a joke.
or too timid, or if I can like smack your shoulder a little bit, you know, you'll be fine. You know, your arm won't fall off. That type of thing. I like that. You know, I think that's it though. Yeah, butts and strong personalities, like aggressive personalities, I guess.
Aggressive?
Yeah.
Turns you on,
I don't know. Aggressive people tend to annoy me.
But not aggressive like
Like when people, you know what I was, like there are people who are
like
aggressive. And
like
I'm
how aggressive? Explain. Like what
they
is
just
too
come
aggressive?
off as aggressive. Like they're very pushy. They don't do boundaries. very
Oh
well.
yeah. That I don't like. But
Okay.
aggressive, like I guess like you said, more of a strong mentality, sassy. Women like that are cool. Yeah. But that's it, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm more of a shy type person.
Huh?
I'm more of a shy type person. Like,
You like shy girls?
yeah.
Damn, I hate a shy bitch. No, I'm just kidding. She ain't shy no more. She changed her name to what, Keith?
God,
You like shy chicks then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Timid?
Not timid. Not like. I wouldn't say timid.
Does your girl has your girl ever caught you checking somebody out? Please don't say you don't check nobody out. Because we all do.
I was gonna say not that I know of. I don't know. Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. She's never told you, hey man, why you checking that girl out?
No.
She's never said
I
that to
ask
you?
her about guys all the time.
Yeah? You ask her about guys?
No, I was like, no.
So you're into cuckolds and shit
no.
like that?
God.
What then?
She look at a guy and she said his butt is flat. I was like, oh, you checking him out, huh?
Does it bother you?
No.
Nah.
I think it's funny.
just do it.
I want to see her reaction when she says.
But she's not. You don't say that's her.
No. Well, I don't.
I
She
feel
don't say it
like
to me.
a woman. I feel like she would get upset. Like she would get mad if you were.
If I were to check somebody out.
Yeah, it's rare the girl that will be like, yeah, her ass is nice.
My girlfriend does both.
Like it. Yeah.
My girlfriend does both of them.
Because I've seen people get pissed. Like a whole ordeal.
But I think my girl like understands like it's out there. Like you can't avoid it sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what my
Some
girlfriend
women
says.
just present themselves out there like, what am I supposed to do? Close my eyes?
Yeah.
Keith,
Close them. Cover them.
they passing
Cover
by.
them?
Just take your eyeballs out. When good women come around, just take them out. Just bloop.
I've seen guys, and this is hilarious, that a woman will pass by, and you could tell, like, I mean, a beautiful woman, you're going to look, regardless whether you're checking her out or you're just admiring, and they'll literally just stare. Like, if they'll just stare just to not look. And I'm like, that is not healthy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they'll stare
Like
straight.
they won't look at the person. They'll
They-
just look at something else.
Yeah, they'll just, like, look everywhere but this person that everybody's looking at. And I'm just like, dude, come on.
My girlfriend
It's
looks.
funny.
Like I said, she's done both. So that I don't do that though. I'm not good at not looking. Like it's just like I'm not. If somebody passes by, I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
You're not gonna say nothing?
No. Dad starts the argument.
Do you get mad at people that do say stuff?
Dad get mad at who?
Do you get mad when somebody does say something to the person?
To who?
Like to the person walking that looks nice.
So if I said something to the person that was
or
walking,
what if
like,
another guy was right there and he said something to him?
I don't give a fuck what he says to him. I can't control what you say.
Okay.
Has it ever happened where someone has checked out your significant other?
Yeah. That
Have
happened
they-
to me recently,
Have they ever said something?
and I was annoyed as fuck.
Oh, you got
I
tight.
wanted to turn around.
got
I only wanted to turn around because it was almost damn near insulting how close these people were. We were going up the escalator. Yep. And these two dudes, first of all, they were like, I heard them from fucking miles away. And then me and my girl are walking. It's my mom, my dad, and then my girl and me. And my mom and my dad get on the other escalator. Yeah, they get on the escalator first, and then we get on the escalator after that. And then these two dudes get on the escalator with us too. But they're talking loud as fuck, and they're not being shy about what the fuck they're staring at. And then they're like, first of all, it's COVID season. Like, you're supposed to be 6 feet apart in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But they're right behind me.
Really?
Like right behind me.
Really?
Yes. Like literally right behind me. The only reason I say it is because I was with my parents. I didn't want to,
Yeah.
or else I would have said something. But I didn't because of that reason. But
Did
they were
say
like,
anything?
them?
Yeah.
To my girl?
Yeah.
They were saying it in a way where it was directed towards her, but they weren't saying it to her.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
What'd they say?
Like, damn, like, oh man, that girl got a big ass. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what they were saying. And I could hear them behind me. Like, there's nobody else in front of us, motherfucker. Who else are you talking about? You know, but that's the reason I would have said. Like, if a guy thinks my girl's attractive, cool. Like, do shit from a distance. I don't give a fuck. Stare all you want, look all you want. I don't care. That's fine. It's flattering. But when you're in my space, that's when I have an issue with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or when you're rolling up to my significant other and saying rude shit. You can say she's pretty, go ahead. But then you start to say all this other extra shit, then that's a problem.
I got you.
Like I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I have an attractive girlfriend, so you know they're gonna look, you know? But I think some people have problems with their significant others getting looked at or even just looking at them.
But that's insane. Like, they can't help it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right. Like you can't help somebody looking. I don't know.
I haven't had that happen.
I usually do the talking so that gets me in trouble. I've said it before. I talk and then I get in trouble because they think
You're
I'm
talking
flirting.
too much.
Yeah. Because I'm asking the waitress how her day is going.
That gets you in trouble?
That's funny because my my girlfriend, I remember when we first started dating, like the waiter, they came up to us and they were kind of like, hi, how are you? How's your day? Oh, I'm good. Okay. May I please have a water? That's it, right? Like, oh, thank you.
Dude.
And then she was like, you should ask them how they're doing. Like, that is so rude. And I'm like, oh shit, I never thought of genuinely asking. So since that point on, I'm not gonna lie, from time to time I'm kind of like, I forget, but I do ask whenever they're like, hi, welcome, how are you? Oh, I'm good, how are you? And, just because, don't be rude.
That shit happened to me at TJ Maxx not too long ago. I walked in, I said hello to the guy that was at the front door, and he didn't say shit back.
See, I hate when they do that.
I was like, hey, I came in and I was like, hey, how's it going? And then he didn't say nothing. I was like, I guess not.
Oh my God.
And then he was like,
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck, motherfucker? I just spoke to you. You're supposed to be the person we first see coming in.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? I said hello to you, and you were just like, fuck you. So I was like, I guess not. I guess not. Hello, how you doing?
It's like when you go through a drive-through and you say, thank you, have a good day, and they don't say anything. They just close the door and it's like, okay, come on, go on. We got to
Right.
I'm like, damn, just got to say thank you, you too.
Best service I had the other day, guys. I went through a Chick-fil-A, and it's delicious. I went through Chick-fil-A. Yeah, sorry, LGBTQ+.
Oh my God.
Did they say my pleasure?
No. I went through. They're really nice at Chick-fil-A. So we went through the thing, right? We're at the end. We're getting our food and shit. I got macaroni and cheese. So I was like, man, I need an extra fork and a spoon. So I'll ask the lady when my stuff comes back. Little white lady. She was really nice. Young white chick. And then she gives me my shit. And then I'm like, yo, I need a fork thing. And then she like turned around and was like, no problem. And she went to the back. And then she came back and she was like, I didn't find a spork, so I got you a fork and a spoon. I was like, you're the fucking best. It's the little things in life.
Wow.
I was like, you're the best. See? Those are the little things in life, man.
But there are services that truly do make your day. Like the other day, we went to Chili's, and I guess my girlfriend went there to the same Chili's for her birthday, and there was this one waiter there who sang her happy birthday, and the guy recognized her and was like, hey, like, because I think she had been there before, and then he recognized her again. And he was so cool. I was like, damn, we should get service like this every time I come to Chili. Like, it felt like I was talking to a homie or something.
Yeah.
I was like, what's up, dude?
Yeah, man.
Only sometimes. Most of the time I don't get that type of stuff.
Oh. I have multiple restaurants that I have relationships with the people who work there.
Yeah.
Yep. A hot dog place I go to, they already know my order. I don't even need to say anything. And then a Mexican joint I go to, my waitress is what I call her. She's awesome. She's great. She brings extra everything.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. It's like individual things for you and whoever you're with.
Oh, the perks.
Yeah. Talking pays off.
Yeah.
See?
It does. Being nice does get you a long way. That's
Only
why I like
some-
my girlfriend. She talks and she's nice to people, and I'm like, go do your thing, girl.
Go do your thing.
Go do your thing for us.
Yeah.
She talks a lot to the people at the
Yeah,
restaurant.
she's fairly. I mean, you guys have. She'll talk to anyone. Like, she doesn't care. She'll talk about anything. She'll make shit up if she has to.
Yeah.
Like, she'll talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I am. Talk to the people walking their dogs down the street and shit. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
It's a nice dog. Who are you? How much do you make?
Credit
You like
score.
interacting with strangers.
Yeah, sometimes. I'm not shy. It's when they don't say nothing back that I'm mad at. But that's another thing for another day.
I'm gonna have you say hi, and I'm just gonna be quiet.
I always say hi back, but that's fine.
That's rude. I think we should wrap it up though. I don't know how long it is, but I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna close it out. Is that okay with you guys?
That's
fine.
great.
Yay! Before we get out of here, I do want to say that we are on all streaming platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and we are on Anchor for your ass. And we're on YouTube, so go subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it, and Keith would greatly appreciate it, even though he won't tell you.
What can I say?
And don't forget, we are your favorite podcast, and we are outie. Peace.
Bye, guys.